Thank you for joining me, everybody. Charles Moscowitz here. I just want to mention that over the weekend, my YouTube channel here was suspended, and everything was fixed by Sunday night. But I just feel I need to discuss what this was about and what I'm trying to do about it. It was suspended because I downloaded a video called "A World Without Jews," and this was misunderstood as being anti-Semitic of all things, right? You'd think somebody would think I'm an anti-Semite, but put that aside. Just to be brief, it was a takeoff on an infamous pamphlet that was written by Karl Marx in the mid-19th century called "On the Jewish Question," which was republished as "A World Without Jews," and which, was really a staple of the left all the way up to World War II. And the title was republished in a book by a professor who, the book was published by Yale University Press, not some right-wing press either, Confino. And he wrote about, the left and Judaism. And it was a very interesting book. I interviewed him a couple of years ago. I took it out of my archive and I downloaded it into YouTube using that title very naively. Now, YouTube doesn't owe me this program. They are a private company. I respect that. They can put on or take off anyone they want. But at the same time, I do think that they have a virtual monopoly on these videos. I mean, during that period when I was suspended, I looked into alternatives to YouTube. And I found that there are very few, and they're very obscure. I mean, really, YouTube is the gorilla in the room. So, for that reason, they have a responsibility, I would argue, to air unpopular opinion, and that includes anti-Semitic opinion. Look, I mean, I could name names of people who are vile anti-Semites who are on YouTube. I've been following some of them, and I utterly reject their opinions, but I respect their right to have them. I would like to debate them. I believe that people who follow YouTube or follow any media are sophisticated enough and intelligent enough to know what's what. I trust people. And I would hope that YouTube would err on the side of free speech, and that includes, unpopular speech. I will say that in response to this, I feel a kind of a distrust of YouTube. I mean, I feel like I don't have confidence in YouTube now, because by a flick of a button, they could totally wipe out all of my videos. And that's what I thought was happening there. So, yes, they've restored them, but I don't, in the long picture, have a complete confidence in YouTube any longer. And so what I've done is I have set up a website. It's charlesmoscowitz.com. Moscow, like Moskowitz, like as in Moscow, Moscowwitz, charlesmoscowitz.com. I'll put a link on this video as well. And on that website, I am archiving all of these programs, just in case YouTube ever decides to take them off again. And I have them archived on Podomatic, which is a paid subscription, so that's not so easy to remove that. And from Podomatic, it's the audio is archived on iTunes, iHeartRadio, TuneIn, Stitcher, Google Play, and a bunch of other people. So I'm taking steps to further ensconce the program so it doesn't get wiped out by a flick of a mouse. Not that they still couldn't wipe it out anyway, but at least I'm trying to preserve it. And I put effort into these shows, and I'm trying to make something of it. So I also don't honestly expect YouTube to ever monetize this program. I know I've seen that they've demonetized programs left and right in this great purge. And I was hoping that I could eventually get monetized. I'm not a man of means here. I spent a lot of time doing this, and I'm trying to find a way to make it profitable. So that also has to do with my new website, charlesmoscowitz.com, which I am setting up as a commerce site. I'm developing partnerships with various services and various products that if people click on them and patronize those services, I get a commission. So, but that's another reason why I'm setting up the site. It's a commerce site. It's a site to store all of my videos and podcasts. And I hope you go there. So thanks for watching, everyone. That's why the show was off the air for 2 days over the weekend. Hopefully it won't happen again. I mean, I'll have to be careful. That's the way of the world. You can't. I mean, when I got into this thing, I thought, oh, free speech. I could say whatever I want at last. But that's just not how it is. So anyway, in those contexts, I hope to continue. Thanks for watching, everybody.